What's up, guys? Hellish Hero Toy Reviews doing another figure review. I know I said the next video would probably be an update, but I decided to kind of push that a little bit because I came up with some more review ideas first. So, yeah. But today we are reviewing a retro figure. This is another Transformer review because I have so many Transformers on hand. I haven't gotten their own video yet. This time is on a group, or I guess in this case, a trio of Transformer characters that I am very, very fond of. So today we will be talking about the Dinobots, starting off with the leader himself, Grimlock. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in other videos. Um, it was older fans who got me, or other fans who got me into Transformers. Of course, I used to watch it when I was younger. I remember when Transformers Animated, where this version of Grimlock is from. I remember when that series was on Cartoon Network. I didn't own any of the figures because at the time I was just a casual Transformer fan, and I liked the movies, but I didn't care for the show, which is a shame because I've rewatched some of it. It was a good show. It's a shame it has a following, and it's a shame that it didn't get another season. Also, person who's responsible for the art style of that show, Derek J. Wyatt, I guess, yeah, it's recent. Passed away maybe like a couple days before or after Christmas, sadly. He worked on tons of stuff, not just Transformers. A few other things he worked on was Scooby Doo and Ben 10, doing the character designs for those cartoons. So yeah, it's a huge shame that he's gone now. So yeah. So I guess that's another reason why I decided to review these figures. 'Cause let's see, I have the animated Dinobots, and I have two of the animated BotCon figures, Cheetor and Sideswipe, who've already gotten their reviews. So if you want to see those, you'll just have to scroll my video archive and you'll find them. Um, but yeah, so the Dinobots. Yeah, I love the Dinobots. Probably my favorite group of Transformers outside of, I guess, the Constructicons. Um, this version of Grimlock, actually pretty cool. This version of Grimlock and the other Dinobots had a pretty interesting origin animated. I won't. I guess I won't really spoil it in case anyone who hasn't seen it wants to go back and watch it. But originally, in the original Generation 1 cartoon, there were 5 Dinobots, and animated, we only got 3. Grimlock, Swoop, and Snarl. Um, so yeah, so of course I own all 3. I'm not sure. I think these 3 are my first Dinobot figures. I used to own a loose Generation 1 Dinobot Sludge. I think I ended up selling that. I have the Power of the Prime Dinobots, who all combined into Volcanicus. But I have them, they're put away in my closet because I just don't have them out on display. I have these versions of the characters out on display. And I had 2 of the movie Dinobots, and I sold those. And I kind of wish I kept them. So I'm thinking of rebuying some of the movie ones. But yeah, so to say all that, the Dinobots, I love them. But yeah, I believe the animated version, toy wise, are my um, favorite representations of the characters as action figures. Um, I did have the Fall of Cybertron one, and that was a really that was a really cool toy. I will say the Fall of Cybertron Dinobots may be my favorite version next to the animated ones. Um, Even though I haven't played Fall of Cybertron yet, I've seen gameplay. Um, and I was really fond of seeing them in action in a video game, fighting and all that stuff. So yeah, but and the Fall of Cybertron Dinobots did get third-party action figures, but they're pretty high-end and kind of hard to get. So I don't know. I would like to get those, but I don't know if that'll happen. Not anytime soon, at least. But yeah. So without further ado, let's get into Grimlock. So yeah, I like the aesthetic of this figure. All the animated toys very stylized and were just very different from the other Transformers we've gotten before and after. Um, all the three Dinobot characters we got in animated all have fire themed weapons. As you see, Grimlock has a fire sword, which is translucent. Um, he also has this blue visor, which is nice. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Light piping. Yeah, light piping. So if you bring his head up to a light, it'll glow, which is always a cool little aesthetic they would give to certain Transformers. Um, he has a gray Autobot logo, which I like it, but at the same time I don't, because in the show it was a traditional red logo. The Takara version of these figures have that, but then the Takara ones kind of have a more kind of Generation 1 color scheme aesthetic, but I would have preferred if it gave him a red logo. Um, so he has one on his chest, and he has one on his arm. That's cool. I got mine loose. Actually, I got all three of mine loose. The first one I ever got was Snarl. I got him from tfsource.com for Christmas one year. Then I bought Swoop and Grimlock together from a seller on eBay called The Pharaoh. It was a really good seller, by the way. I've gotten a lot of loose Transformers from that person. Um, so the articulation is solid. Detail, like I said, is great. Um, like I said, my figure is in decent condition. Some joints are a little loose, but not to the point where it's bothersome. I've considered buying these figures again, new in box, just to have in a mint condition. Um, so yeah, and all the figure, yeah, except for Swoop, but I'll get to that in his review. All of the figures' weapons had gimmicks. So Grimlock's was that if you rotate his wrist, his extra pieces will pop out. So spring loaded. So that's pretty cool. And he also has another gimmick, which I'll show in a minute. Like I said, the articulation is good, and like I said, it has very nice articulation for a big bulky character who turns into a dinosaur. I think there's enough, articulation for posing and stuff. Kind of pretty much has the same transformation as almost every Grimlock since the original, so that's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Studio Series figures, that Grimlock has also gotten the Studio Series treatment, so I'm considering buying the Age of Extinction Studio Series Grimlock. I really like that figure. Yeah, so he's a solid figure. Like I said, they're cool. He's cool. The animated figures are cool. Let's see. So remove the sword. Get better detail on the sword, which I like. Like I said, because the Dinobots breathe fire. They can breathe fire, so it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. So let's see. Yeah, so in animated, the Dinobots were kind of more of anti-heroes, really. It kind of sucks. I think I read they kind of wanted to do more with them towards the end of the series, but since they only had, I think 2 seasons or something, they didn't get a chance to. Let's see. Grimlock is fairly easy. Yeah, and of course, with most Transformers, once you have transformed them over a certain period of time, they become very easy to, kind of put together. So, yeah. But let's see. Like I said, fairly easy. Here we go. So flip the feet onto his back. Clip some pieces into place. I apologize for any background noise. I've stated several times in my videos I had pets. Birds, they're in another room. Even with the door closed, they're still loud. So I apologize for that. I try to talk over that as loud as I possibly can. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's see. Everything together. And the boxes for these figures, they all had nice bios. Okay. Oh. Ooh. My bad. It's been a while since I've transformed them, but I remember how to do it. Okay, so there we have Grimlock. His Dino mode. Yeah, so very nice figure. Not sure. Yeah, he can stand. As you see, he stands pretty well. He balances pretty nicely, which I'm lucky because the arm that the sword goes into is kind of loose. Um, Here's this other gimmick. So yeah, it's clean. So yeah, I really like the Dino mode, and he has light piping. His Dino mode looks just like the character design. Um, yeah, so I really dig this Dino mode. Um, yeah, so like I said, it's an awesome figure. Probably my favorite Grimlock toy, in my opinion, since I had three. This one, Follow Cybertron, and the Power of the Prime one, which I still have. Um, so yeah, like I said, just the aesthetic of these figures, just to me, are just really cool. I really like the aesthetic. Um, I guess one thing that's kind of bothersome is that his, like I say, you just flip him over and there's his robot head. It would have been nice if there was something to like cover this up, you know. But it's not a big deal. Like I said, it's not no like depending how you have him, it's not noticeable. So um, yeah, and of course, really, I don't believe there's nowhere you can plug. You know, you can't put the sword anywhere like with the other figures had storage. So yeah, but yeah, so that's it for this review. Sorry if I kind of rambled about a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff to say in regards to the Dinobots and Grimlock, but I highly recommend this figure. I'm not sure, you know, how much these figures go for. I think because I got mine loose and I got them maybe like 2.5 years ago, so you probably can find them for a good deal loose, I would say. Of course, they may be a little bit more pricey um, in the box, and then the fact that Derek J. Wyatt recently passed away, that may possibly make these figures more sought out now. So I don't know. Um, but yeah, that's it for this video. Next review will be on, yeah, I'll do Swoop. Swoop will be the next review. And then we'll do Snarl, and then I guess I'll do my update video. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.